Well, I was talking the whole time and I didn't realize I was still muted. Anyway, somebody, you saw me going over EU, somebody was asking, they bought into resistance. Let's go back since I was muted. Let's go gold. TP1 hit. But yeah, they bought into resistance and it's a weekly zone. So they were caught in this fake out. So I told them it's probably gonna be coming down. Wouldn't suggest holding that buy. And then we were going over GU. That was a really good setup, but the entry was right about there. So that will probably keep dropping, but it's already on the move, so we're not chasing that. Just need gold to give us this love, hit final TP, and yeah. So this is now risk-free. If you are guys also in this, move stop loss at entry, TP1 hit for 80 pips. Holding this for full TP, I do believe we will test this zone again. Or if you want to move stop loss more in a profit, go ahead. I'm just leaving it at break even just to give it a room. But I'm very confident this is going to come down. What's UJ doing? UJ shot up too. You have any pairs you want to take a look at, guys?
I don't have any pairs here, Anas. I don't have any pairs, but this is the first time I think I am seeing this NFP or this stuff like this news stuff and trading. I am trading in a demo account for this news, but I think it's the best thing if if we know some rules and stick to our stop loss and all.
So you want me to go over some rules or?
Yeah, I want that you tell some rules of this NFP and like this is the best thing I found. Like you can make 250 pips, 150 pips, just like US. If news is good, then USD JPY pairs, USD this. Is it gone?
Yeah.
USD.
Yeah. So
This gold will sell, Euro USD will sell, GBP will sell, AUD USD will sell, UJ buy, UC CHF buy, UC CAD buy. Like it's the basic thing,
yeah.
isn't it?
So the thing is, like, you have to know how to trade NFP, right? You have to read the economical data and get the indication of whether dollar will be strong or weak. So it's not just like, entering as like if we were gambling, right? So it has to be like preparation done for it. So I read some reports, and I just it made sense to me that the dollar will be strong, especially after yesterday manipulation that they had. Even though despite the good reports, they manipulated weakness of the dollar. But like that was all done due to fact that we had so much rally on like indices and some pairs that needed like a correction, and they did that. So now they're headed back into their um, initial like to complete their structure where it's supposed to go. So that's how you like have to look at it. I'm pretty sure this will hit full TP. It's already up 110 pips. So it's not like recommended if you are like new trader to just go out, and if USD is gonna be strong, just buy all USD pairs, because like what if you are not right and all of that goes against you, like you can use your entire account. But like with NFP, because it's so volatile, you always want to secure some profit, right? So like right now we can probably move stop loss and profit at let's see, 19
Yep.
192,450. So we secure 35 pips. So that's what we are going to do, because we were right, and we're not going to risk manipulation to give all profit back. But I'm pretty sure this will reach TP2, just because we have this zone here in strong wicks. At least 50% of this wick needs to be covered. So that's how I came up with 1912 as a full take profit. But like our stop loss is in profit now, so no risk. And we're gonna move this here, 192,450. There we go. So even if it retraces heavy, we still secured some profit, and yeah, I'll just let it be like that. What is GJ doing? It's coming down again. Despair, man. Well, it formed liquidity here, so let's see what it does. You can delete that, and yeah, I'm still looking for this long-term buy Just have to find a good entry for this because it's been just acting up. If you see, this is a pretty strong retrace here, almost 78.6. So that's pretty much last level of the retrace before we can consider switching bias to sells, right? Yeah, 78.6. So if it breaks below this, then maybe we can look into some sells. But didn't you ask about AU? I think you asked last night and I fell asleep, and I didn't get to check it this morning because I was trying to do research for NFP.
Yeah, but I think I closed it.
What were you in it for? You see, it came here. Remember, you were on the session. We said if this zone gets tested and rejected, like it could be probably a sell. Were you selling or buying? See, we had markup. It's still there. Let me go back in messages, see what you wrote.
Week is there, so I went. I sold that there in our point at this level 7303 level only, but then it hit back like you know. So I
So,
close in bit 10 pip profit.
okay, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, as you see here, it just went up, spiked up to grab the more liquidity, essentially to head back down. And I think it's going to this level, 72,300 today, pretty sure. But now it's definitely not time to go in this because like almost 60% of the move happened. So you never enter trade like that
Yeah, bro.
because you just risk huge drawdown, like entering in the middle of the zone. That's one simple rule you want to avoid getting into habit of doing, like entering in the middle of the zone. It's not gonna end good because like that's gambling, right?
Okay.
Versus here when we had like break and retest and a continuation to the downside, like that's like the simplest way to trade when you see a zone like either break up or down. You wait for that retest and then you you either scale back in, or if you were in a sell from this stop right here, then you can probably add another position. That's how you add positions to winning trades. If you, let's say, sold right here, because that was, remember, this was the retrace from this move right here. So you measure this up to there, say 61.8. And once you see the exhaustion, that the pullback is done and it's rejecting, that's when you enter again. And then same thing here to, yeah, to here. So see, rejected 50 again, and then you add, and that's how you add to winning trades with the confidence and not just randomly entering.
Okay. Okay.
Ben. Yeah, but the NFP, like I said, we talked about it yesterday. Like, it is a great opportunity to make a lot of money, right? But like, you have to know what you're doing, right? Not just randomly entering the trades. Because like a lot of times, like it will have like a huge spikes, like it did here. Actually, this trying to take us out in profit, but it's fine. Let me just see. 5 minutes. Yeah, well, it's okay. Took us out in profit. I still see it coming down though. But like you see this week right here, like it spiked all the way up, and then it opened here, it went up, and then it came back down. But like this is not coincidence, right? You have to know what happened here, right? This is the questions you ask. Let's remove this now because uh, we closed in the profit. So you
This
have to
wick
know.
is of 1 minute. Even 30 seconds, this wick is there.
Well, it's going
And
to
then
be.
it just see 1 minute chart. You will find this.
I mean, I know it's there. Don't. I want you to focus on this now. It's there because that happened when the news hit. Here's 1 minute chart. See, that's the reason it's there because that happened within 1 minute. So it's going to be there. That's why that was the immediate news impact. So that's why it's there. But like, some people will look at this and say, "Oh, a lot of people bought this." You'll be surprised. When they saw that spike up, they got into the buy, but they don't realize that there's a liquidity zone right here, the one that we boxed out. You see how it rejected? So imagine how many people lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like this is what I try to like tell you guys how to think as a bigger picture and not just like a retail trader. Like this, they knew that a lot of people will try to chase the NFP, so they forced it up, collected all the stop losses, and they grabbed more liquidity and sold it higher. And then you see it sold it to the next level. Even this one, it's pretty much tapped in it 1917. So that was the opportunity. Like, if we had sell limits somewhere here, that was 300 pips. See, that's how you approach it. But I didn't had enough time to send the sell limit. That's why I was sending those two sell stops because um, I expected this zone to reject it, and it did. So those are the really rules. Like try to understand fundamentals and how they try to trap people in in those conditions and when it's such a huge economical data and reports coming out.
Okay, okay.
Send the update. So yeah, that's how you look at it. But if you look at you mentioned USD CAD. So USD CAD actually didn't make a move until the news hit, right? You see how it was here, indecision, consolidation, and then the news hit. It came up like this should like USD CAD should actually go high because like see the data for Canada, like it's really bad. Uh, not I mean not terrible, but it's bad. It's worse than what they forecasted and what the expectation was. And for USD, the data is good. Like the unemployment rate decreased, and the earnings have increased as well. So that's really good as far as like the economical outlook. Um, so that's why the dollar should be strong. I didn't get a chance to check indices. Okay, yeah, they rejected the zone on the way up. So yeah, US 30 should definitely reach 28,700 this session. NAS. Okay, so NAS actually rejected this zone here. And it has a chance to go back to 11, well, actually 12,000. Pretty sure it will too. And SPX. Okay, well, SPX has to break back above this zone for continuation up. It found. Let's see on 1 hour. Not the best. It did drop further down, so yeah, the all indices should keep going up for the New York session, honestly. But again, it's NFP, so you know they might try to play with us today. So like me personally, like as far as me, like I'm done trading unless I see something amazing that I really like, because you know NFP already released. It's Friday, so why go chase and force the trades, right? So that's how I look at it. But this US 30 should definitely go to 28,700. GG, what are you doing? Pretty sure GJ will make that final move to the upside next week. Don't like that. I mean, this was a decent move too. 73 pips. But I wouldn't have sold there for sure, so what is gold doing? Look at those wicks. Crazy. So if I was to still trade this, I would probably put a new sell stop at 1924 and then aim for 1912. But let's see how it does. Maybe we will get back in it, just not yet. See CHF. Okay. It came back to the zone. Let's zoom out. Let's see, can it finally make a push to this weekly level? But this zone is pretty decent. This is fourth attempt now. Let's see if it breaks now. No new questions. Just pretty sure this will go down. See that 15-minute rejection. I'm just gonna let it be, but I'm pretty sure it will go down. Okay, let's see. Oh, we have Eileen. Hey, Eileen, Alex. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Chris, Ryan, Rondell, Ryan Carpenter. If you guys have any questions, feel free to either unmute yourself, speak up, or write in the chat. Chris says, what do you say about NJ? Let's look at NJ. NCD. Okay, so we had the old trade there. Let's clear this out. This can actually go down more than it's currently showing. Okay, so this has potential to go down another 47 to 66 pips. This is because it could come down, test this zone. We had rejection there, and then it retraced to 50. Yeah, this should be coming down. I don't know if you are in this, Chris. NZD. This I mean, it's looking like it's coming further down, honestly, because the retrace was over and now there's some momentum pushing down. So probably down to 7,500, which is about 70 pips. Okay, so you entered earlier. I mean, I would honestly give it a chance to play out. I would give it a chance to play out. At this point, like I would probably put my stop loss. I would give it like 40 pips from that entry, just to give it a room. But it's pretty convincing. It's coming down. So NZD. Oh no, not that's actually like the TP one. So if it keeps dropping, I would probably trail my stop loss. Um, the only thing is, I think it's gonna drop like even heavier if it breaks this 70.950, and then from there I would just trail my stop loss in a profit. So the more it drops, you keep moving that stop loss in a profit. Oh, you're welcome, brother. You're welcome. Ask any questions, guys. We are here to help each other, and there's nothing being shy. Gold retracing heavy. Okay.
And it's where we can find this A2 group link. It's not available in the pinned message. Yeah, it's no, it's not available.
You found it?
Nah, I didn't.
Which group?
K2 price action, all K2. Just
Oh,
one of my friend wanna join it, so
okay, sure. So I'll put here in the Zoom chat. So that is one, and then one when he joins that, he can just click discussion bottom right corner, and then he will be in our chat where you writing also, and where we interact with each other.
sure. I'll ask then join him this K2 indies and all this stuff.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, this group and the discussion, like, it's completely free. Like, I made that so we interact, we share ideas, give each other feedback, and we just grow together.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, this is looking. I don't know. I don't know if it can actually push all the way here. So we might get. Let's remove that. We might be setting up for like a bigger move on gold here. If we get the retest to this zone, can it actually push all the way down to the weekly? That's a possibility. Now that would be a nice trade, even if it's from 50. That would be 360 pips. But let's see. I know I know the move is not done on gold yet. It's gonna have another another big push. I think they're just waiting to see what orders are people putting in, and I know they are going to push the liquidity back in because I know this is not done yet. They are just being patient. The banks, but this could I mean this can definitely be outcome on gold too, as long as it doesn't break above 1940 again, then the buyers are taking over. But it's still sellers area. Let's remove this. Just have to see, actually, let's set alert here. Question from Lola. So you think gold will keep pushing down? I've been in a buy now for 2 days looking for a little push up so I can exit and not lose too much. Oh, what level did you buy it? And why did you buy it? And please don't be shy to share that. It's no judgments here. Just wanna see, so give you best feedback possible. Yeah, so just if you can write what level you bought at, what price, and why, what did you see as reasoning to buy? Honestly, I entered the trade blindly. Ooh, you entered that pretty high. Let's take a look. Oh, you bought all the way here. $19.72. Okay, so you probably bought somewhere here, one of those 3 candles. Okay. All right. So, I mean, trying to see what could be the reason. I know you said blindly, but let's say that, you know, you were looking at this 4-hour structure here, and maybe you thought this was just the retest of that structure, and you bought, you know, hoping it will go higher. But this is not really like the let's say real support area or demand for the gold. It's rather the 1954. um, I mean, honestly, I see gold dropping more before going back up. That's what my honest opinion is. I do see it coming down, especially if we get this push down to the this weekly zone. I think this is going to be the last sell off before we go back to 2000. Because if we get the sell off to this level, I'll personally enter some nice buys and hold this, because I just don't think that overall USD economy is performing great. You know, people have misunderstanding because they look at the stock market and then they, you know, relate it to the USD. That's 2 different things, right? It is the truth that like the companies at the Wall Street had like uh, just insane stock value, and you know, such a surge but like that doesn't determine the picture of the entire economy, right? It just shows that the tech companies are, just doing amazing, but they don't make up the economy, right? There's uh 300 million people that you know are feeling, let's say, consequences of like the hyperinflation that is caused by printing the stimulus checks and everything that's been happening. um, and everybody keeps forgetting the fact that like all of that unfortunately will be repaid through the taxes next year. So you know I really, I don't want to say I'm really scared or pessimistic when I'm going to say this, but rather realistic and just looking at the bigger picture, like post election and going into next year, it could be some rough times, uh, possibly even before that, because they will be forced to print new stimulus checks unless this COVID gets under control and they reopen um, all the businesses and everything goes back to normal, because that's heavily impacting the economy. Uh, we have question from what about the zone from 1817 that hasn't been tested again since it really flew? Wouldn't it go? Te- wouldn't it go to test again? You're probably referring to this zone right here. Let's look at the daily. Oh, okay. So I see you're referring to this level right here. Let's add it. So you're referring to this. I mean, honestly, um, if they try to further, let's say, um, pump up the economy, and if they say, hey, well, let's screw all of these um, like debates between Democrats and Republicans, let's just president comes out and says, "Hey, I want you Fed to go ahead and start printing more money, and um, so that IRS can send those stimulus checks, right?" So in that case, if we do break this current weekly support and demand zone, then yeah, it can go, or at least we could see, you know, some movement down below, because we have this huge wick here that could get covered if this zone gets breached. So looking at it right now, like there's no indication of that, of 1817 being tested. Like it would have to be some strong momentum to break this and then continue on down to that level. But I personally, I don't see it happening. Um, the most let's say the lowest I see gold going down would be like, let's say, 1900, or this level 1896. Because if somebody is trying to tell you, yeah, it's going down to 1817, well, based off what? Like you don't have enough information that that will happen. Like how can you make, that's pretty bold prediction, right? But like it's nothing wrong having the opinion, so I don't want you to misunderstand me. But like we trade what we see, right? We don't trade what we think, right? We look and analyze, and also we observe the economical reports and the news, and try to match our analysis with fundamentals to help us further make a better trading decision. But as of right now, I don't see 1817 getting tested. So that's what I would say. Like if we go all the way down and we break this level, then now that's a new conversation, because that would be a new weekly to weekly trading range and zone, and then yeah, it's possible, but not until we see break below 1896, which at this moment I don't see honestly happening. Okay, so let's remove fibs so we have clearer chart. But see how gold is stagnant now, you know. And I know it's gonna get moving, but it's just matter of time what the banks are waiting for. It's now back into this range between 1925, let's say, and 1945, and it's been in that range for a little while. Okay, so almost day and a half. So the breakout will happen. We just have to wait and see. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Is that the breakout on gold we're referring to?
Which one?
You just was talking about a pair. Is that referring to the gold? Because I was following you on the gold.
Yeah, gold. Yeah, we were talking about gold.
Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure I'm on the same page. Thank you.
Oh yeah, no problem. If you need me to repeat, I'll repeat as many times needed. But yeah, as you see right now, like for the current moment, like this zone right here, right there, and this zone right here is where the liquidity is, right? So it tapped into that zone, it sold down to this one, and they pushed it back in this trading range where we were, trading gold for the past day and a half. So it's again in this consolidation range. It's, for some they will say, oh well, it's not consolidation range because it's like 200 pip range, but like how much longer we will just trade from 1925 to 1945, so that breakout is coming, and I think they are just waiting for more orders to come in and try to try to trap people. But my bias is still that the gold is coming down lower. I just know that like this level here around 1900, even 1915, that's a big liquidity area, and I'm pretty sure banks and large institutions will be putting a lot of buy orders around there, and from there there's a very high chance that gold will head back to 2000, and who knows how much higher possibly. But by the end of the year, we'll definitely see this this high right here get tested again. It's gonna make a equal high. How that's gonna be? It could start something like this, right? And then we pull back, we retest that again, and then we go up and we get the retest, and then we go up. So let's say this is the scenario. So how do you benefit um, if this is what's going to happen next, right? Obviously, you will be buying there, and then once this big push happens and the retrace ends, you buy it there too, and then you keep adding on those higher lows, and yeah, that's how you stay in the trade without um, panic, and that's how you keep adding on to winning trades. And obviously, once it moves up and you add here and then goes back up, you're moving your stop loss in a profit, and you trail it to the uh, next structure. That's how you stay in a swing trade. But yeah, look at now, it's pretty much not moving. Like, clearly it's up to something. I mean, I personally love gold. Like, I traded for over 4 years. And it used to be by, I mean, I think still is, if I have to pick a favorite thing to trade, but it used to be so amazing. Like you don't even need to um be like extremely educated. Like, the gold used to respect levels like no other pair. Like, it used to be technically by far best pair to trade, like super easy. But like, obviously we are 2020 with all these things going on and that are impacting economy and all that. So it's still giving, a lot of opportunities, but you just have to approach it with a more, let's say, you have to approach it in a more conservative way, right? uh, versus before, like, once it rejects, like, that's it, it's just going where it's supposed to. So hope this makes sense, guys. I always try to, I mean, number one, I tell you exactly how I look at it and how I trade, so I'm not withholding any information. It's not like I tell you guys, okay, well, that's it for the session, let's end it, and then I go do something else and I trade. No, I tell you exactly exactly how I look at it, what my thought process is, and how um like what works for me. Like, like I struggled myself for almost 2 years, like, and it wasn't nice. It was pretty rough, right? But like, eventually you get to the point where you're like, well, man, like, you gotta step back and chill a little bit and actually, learn this, uh, rather than just be all over the place. So, and I found what works for me, and I share it from my heart, because I love when people actually want to learn rather than just rely on the signals, because you it's just better, if you understand what's happening and how to do it, then you can do it at your convenience, and you know depending on your personal obligations and all that. It's pretty much not moving, but I do see it coming down. Okay, do we have more questions? I think I answered all. G broke down. I wish I had seen this. This was a perfect entry. And we'll be up 115 pips. On to the next one. What's CAD doing? Is it breaking up? It is. It is. It's actually supposed to, because a lot of bad data from Canada. So they should reach 1.31600 today by end of the New York. And okay, we're having pullback on US 30. I'm not definitely trading. I'm not trading in this is this New York. Just let it be. I think next week will be move all the way back up. So I just let them fight whoever is trading it. GJ is also back into this zone. I think this will be swing opportunity next week. So one of the things I do try to avoid, guys, it's holding JPY pairs over the weekend, just because of the gaps and all that. But unless it's a swing trade, I rarely hold a trade over the weekend, right? Yeah. I'll just let the gold be for now. I mean, honestly, I'll probably just observe it and see later towards the end of New York what happened. I'm not gonna force any trades. So do you guys have any other questions, or would like to go over any other pair? Because if you do, like, I'm here. If not, then we can conclude the session. But I'm here. Nasdaq, yep. I think we just briefly went over it. Oh, it's breaking down. Hold on. Let's adjust this slightly, because this is the bottom of there. Okay. Well, let's look at on 4 hour. Oh, this is looking like it's going down, to be honest with you. Have 6 trades in Nasdaq. Are you? I hope you are selling. Are you selling? Oh, you are? Oh, okay. Oh, you buying? Ooh, why that? You have 6 buys in Nasdaq. Well, believe me, you just gave me goosebumps. Hold on. Let's look at this. Okay, well, let's move this. Okay, so for the Nasdaq, we have two zones that, let's see, on a smaller time frame now. It's trying to push past through here. It really is. Let's see. Oh wow. So what made you buy? You were literally buying against the momentum. I mean, not trying to pick on you. I'm just trying to see how I can help you for future. You know you are in some massive drawdown. I mean, hold on. So let's say this, like as a overall, like NAS will go into a buy, and I do believe it will go to 13,000. But like I would never ever do that, buy against the bearish momentum like it was this, right? Because like you cannot fight this. Like this is billions and billions of dollars pushing it down. Like maybe even trillions. Like you cannot fight that. Like there's just the banks and institutions are making this move. Um, but like I would say there is a chance that this level at 11,500 can hold, just because it's a round number and goes with the it's part of the quarters theory. But if it breaks 11,500, then it most likely is going to drop another 200 to 300 points. So, but there's a good chance that this level could hold. I don't know how much you invested and what your drawdown is, but I know that's rough at the moment. So I do think that this will correct back up 10%. It's a little bit rough. I mean, if I was you, okay, so let's say this. This is my honest opinion. If I was you and I didn't go too crazy where I'm risking to blow my entire account, I would wait for this to come back up to reverse, because I do think it will. This is just a correction from, like, let's look at a daily. This is just correction from this insane move. So let's measure this. Yeah, this correction should be coming to an end, honestly, because we do have confluence here, right? 11,500, but it's also between 50 and 61.8 fibs, right? And the lowest I personally see dropping before going back up would be 11,300. So if you can hold that, if you don't think that will hurt you so much, then I would personally um, give it more chance to recover. Just because this is the zone where it can when this insane sell-off can end. But just do me a favor, please, and don't try to let's remove this. don't try to fight momentum like that again, because you want to go with the momentum when you see something like this, not against it, because it's so this is literally, let's say, in a plain English, right? This is literally banks saying, okay, well, it's been going up for so long, and I know a lot of people are still holding those buys. They are not protecting their profits. They're not moving stop losses in a profit, and it's due to correction, and they, like, this dropped just insanely. But the correction was, you cannot say it was not coming, right? Because it's been on the daily going so high and making new historical highs. It was just matter of time when this correction will happen. But once you saw this break, that's when should have, if anything, selling, right? See this breakout right there, and then didn't even retest, it just dropped. So I would say the last, if 11,500 doesn't hold, I firmly believe 11,300 should. So and at the point you are at, like if you're already risking 10% and you're okay with it, I would personally risk another 3 to 5 just to give it a chance to recover. Um, if that's something you want to do, but like just try going forward not to risk so much, and fight the momentum in the market. You're welcome. I really hope for you that this will just start recovering now. But like, yeah, try. I know indices are really where you can make insane money. But like, try to just do a little extra analysis or ask questions. Like, ask, like you are, I'm pretty sure, in my price action group. So just ask me anytime. Like, I'll be happy to take a look and give you opinion. But let's try to prevent you being in the situation like this again. I don't want you to see that. I don't want you to go through that, because it can be stressful, and um, yeah. Um, oh, sorry, Lola. I just saw your question. Let's take a look at the gold again. Yeah, I think this will keep dropping, honestly. Same thing, Lola. Next time, please engage. Like, if you are just in a price action alerts, we have 899 members. Just click on the bottom right. There's a discussion section, and just ask questions, right? Before you entering something, if you need opinion, there's a lot of my students there too, so that we can prevent you being in such a large drawdowns, right? Because you bought it pretty high right before it start dropping. So nothing bad. I don't want you to feel bad or like me picking on you. Like, that's not the case. But I just want you to, like, utilize us, like utilize me. I always answer as soon as I can. Like, I mean, I don't do anything besides trading. And if I'm not answering immediately, that's probably because I'm taking care of some stuff, or I'm at the gym or at the grocery store. So, and I prefer to look at it in my laptop rather than on my phone. Even though I do have TradingView on the phone. So that's one thing, guys. If you are using TradingView as your charting tool, make sure you download their app. I'm pretty sure It's supported by Android and Apple. I have it on the Apple. So what that does, once you do your charting on your computer or your laptop or whatever you might be using, uh, when you download it on your phone and you log in with your credentials to the trading view, your charts will be there as well. So all of this, that the zones that I have and everything we draw, we chart, like when I log in on my TradingView app, it's still there, right? Because it memorizes. So that's really amazing. That's why I love TradingView. Um, so even if I'm on the go and I have, let's say, some alerts set, like a key zone where I want to watch how it reacts, and I get the alert on my app as notification, same way it comes, same way as any other notification of, like, let's say, social media or email, and then you open it and then you can see it. But like so that additional is just like a free tool that can help you on the go when you don't have access to the computer at the moment. But you're welcome. But yeah, definitely, like, I definitely encourage you guys, like, this is community where, like, we just want to grow together, right? Like, and I know a lot of people, especially the ones who start, who just get started, or let's say are rookies. I don't like to call beginners. Like, don't feel shy. There is no stupid question, trust me. Like, me myself, I had pride when I first started, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna watch and then I'm gonna try to do it on my own. I don't want to sound like that person always asking questions and bugging people and this and that, but that's exactly what you need to do. you know if I was like that from very beginning when I started, like, it would have saved me a lot of money, right? um and then another big thing, try not to be in like 100 Telegram groups, right? Because um, like, choose something that you believe and you see working, and just get involved with that, right? Show initiative, ask questions, do your own analysis, even if it's not the best one. Like, just do it and say, hey guys, like, this is, I was looking at gold, this is what I see, what is your opinion? Like, do you guys have same bias? And then people will give you feedback, right? And there's no judgments and stuff. Like, we are, that's what these groups are about. But it will save you, trust me, a lot of money. Just getting that second, even third opinion, rather than just, and to touch back again on it, like, being in a lot of groups, like, that will just confuse you, right? And you will be all over the place, because you will see people in one group posting this, somebody in another group posted something else, and so on and so on. It will just confuse you. And the worst, even worse, it will lower your confidence, right? Because you will start doubting yourself, just based off of seeing what somebody else is saying, and they are trying to convince you that they are right, right? Here, where we engage in the price action groups, we are not here, like, to argue who is right, who is wrong. Like, it's simply like, we provide feedback to each other, and that's how we even grow more. Like me, even nowadays, like, I learn every day. Like, I read something, and I'm not just like whatever, like, I'm ending session and I'm gonna go play video games, like, you know we have question from, you're welcome, Lola, from Rondell. Do you see USD going higher? Thank you for all your analysis. You're welcome, and let's see USD where you at? Oh, here we go. Yeah, so it broke up. So yeah, it should come down to 91800, 0.91800, because that is our weekly level. It finally broke this zone here. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and another thing to point out, since our friend asked to look at USD CHF, look at this, guys. So the rule or anticipation of a breakout, when you see the price testing certain zone few times, and you're like, well, when is it going to finally break, right? So this is the rule, right? So we had one test here, right? We had another test right there. We had third test here. Okay, so this is the rule for, let's say, 90% of the time, maybe even 95% of the time. It doesn't always work, but it works for majority. So hear me out. So every time you see the zone that is holding price, strongly or for a longer period of time, whether it's on a smaller, on a higher time frame, uh, the rule is, after we already have or had three tests, right, and it held, every other test can result in a breakout. And there we go, on the fourth attempt, we finally breaking through that zone. So usually, I mean, it only happens maybe 5% of the time where you see 1, 2, and then the third attempt breaks through. Like that rarely happens. We can find cases and situation and example that it did, but rarely happens. Usually first three attempts they get denied, as you see here, and every other can result in that breakout. So after the three failed attempts, our anticipation is building up for any other attempt to actually see that breakout. And now we got it on the fourth. Now this could be rejected too, and we had fifth rejection, and then on the sixth breakout. So that happens as well. But uh, after you see it three times, every next attempt increases the likelihood that we will get the breakthrough. So anyway, yeah, I do see it going to 0.91800 to test that weekly level. What are your thoughts on Tesla? Do you trade it? Tesla should actually, hold on. I was just discussing it with some friends last night. So, uh, so to answer your question in a like straightforward, um, I haven't traded Tesla. So the way I do invest in the stock market is through the options trading. For those who are not familiar with options trading, it's literally buying the contracts where you are literally betting on the certain company's stock to go up or go down within the certain amount of time. So you can buy contracts, on Monday that will expire on Friday. So you are expecting the liquidity for that stock to actually rise or fall in, or throughout the week. So that can produce a lot of income because you are, let's say, you are able to predict it in a short term, right? I don't buy physical stocks, if that was what you were referring to. So I do trade them sometimes. So we will have opportunity to buy Tesla, and I think that opportunity will most likely be the best around 340. So 340 to, so between 309 and 340, where you can expect some buying to come back in a play. So I would personally like to see it fall down more for about 52 more dollars, and then look to scale into this buy. Oh yeah. Okay. So long-term buy, I agree. To answer that, but which gap you are referring to, if you can tell me, because as you see, there's few of them. Are you referring to this current one here, or somewhere back? Oh, 2K. Hold on. Wait, why is it? Hold on. It's only showing up to 500. Yeah, this is definitely weird. It's only showing up to 504. Hold on. Yeah, it definitely was. Wait, is TradingView in a glitch? Yeah, definitely nothing higher than 506. But yeah, as a long term, I do expect it to go there. I do. I'm pretty sure it will. Especially you have to look at it from this angle, right? Um, I mean, I don't want to say everybody because I don't like making general statements, but like I know some of you may have heard that the Tesla is coming up with their Cybertruck, which should be used for like a heavily like a logistics, and they should operate on autopilot, right? So that's a big innovation, right? The only thing that I read lastly, update on that was that they are just taking more time to assemble a good battery for it, right? Because clearly they need a battery that can hold much longer for like a longer distance, since it's, the truck in this case. Um, and they are still working on improving their batteries for their cars. So as soon as any new info or update on the progress with that comes out, I think it's gonna skyrocket again, as far as the fundamental influence to it. Trading will be weird sometimes, and the 4 hour close hour before MT4. So it's like, oh yeah. Um, I mean, I honestly use Robinhood for the stocks. Um, and if you are just like uh trading it, then I would use MT4 for an entry. But yeah, this is weird, man. It only goes to 504. Yeah, this is definitely glitch because it definitely was at 2000. Okay, well, I'm honestly surprised because TradingView usually does not have this. Yeah, that's a, oh well. Um, I use um, I use TradingView honestly for everything, but usually TradingView matches with my MT4. But I'm gonna actually, that you pointed out, I'm going to watch it as far as the stocks, because like the indices, the forex pairs, the commodities, um, the cryptos, they all match MT4. But like now I'm actually surprised by this. And the thing that you just pointed out, I will keep looking for it. But this am I actually, I'm thinking about it, am I actually um close 30 minutes on after on trading view? Okay, so now that I'm thinking about it, because the actual Stocks, I think they open for trading at 9:30, because I know when I'm doing my options on Robinhood, I cannot actually execute my contracts before 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So there is that 30-minute delay. So that can possibly be the reason, if you know what I'm trying to say. So that can be that possible difference and delay. But for the most part, like my biggest issue here is that, like, it's only, let's see, let's go to 2000. Yeah, there's nothing there. Wow. It's literally showing only up to 505. So yeah, I would be very interested once we get the pullback to this area here. This is where I'm pretty sure a lot of people are waiting to buy it. Another possibility for a little earlier entry on Tesla would be around 370, but 340 would be, let's say, sweet spot for that long-term buy. Yes, thank you. I just noticed on my 4-hour close, 1 hour difference for all the pairs. Yeah, yeah, that's like I said, it could be because, like I said, even with me, when I try to do, like I said, the contracts for options trading, I can do it before 9:30. Um, but 1 hour delay, that's even more. So I will actually watch it. I'll try to find out, because I'm very curious now, and especially that the price is not showing anywhere higher above 504. It's really weird. But yeah, all in all, not to choke you anymore, 370, you might see some buyers coming into play, but 340 is definitely the level that this could just start shooting up from. And I don't see it going lower. Like I see some people making comments, so it's going down to 200. I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure there's a earnings report coming out before, even if this was to keep dropping, that will result in another big uh, bullish rally. Uh, so gold just consolidating. Well, like I said, I'm just gonna let it be. It took 35 pips. It's okay. It's NFP, so the next week should be really good. Usually, week after NFP is really good to trade. So let's see, 5 to 11. No, 7 to. We do have holiday here in US, though, Memorial's Day. So that's probably going to be a slow trading day. And I don't personally also trade until Monday Asian session, just because I wait for the daily candle to close and then see what's going on. But next week here, as far as the news, we have high impact news on Wednesday for Canadian dollar. We have Bank of Canada rate statement, and overnight rates. So that will be big impact. Then on Thursday, we have high impact news from European Union. So that will make some volatility in euro. We have main refinancing rate and monetary policy statement. So and the ECB press conference. So could be a very wild day on Thursday for euro. But nothing major for USD. On Thursday we do have core PPI and we have unemployment claims. And on Friday we have CPI. Okay, so those can. So all in all, it should be a good week to trade. There's nothing like major, unless something happens over the weekend and we have press conference by president that can influence dollar, uh, absolutely. So yeah, should be a good week next week. But yeah, I'm definitely supporting Tesla long-term buy. Definitely, it's going to sustain, and I think Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos we're also trying to partner on this project to Mars as well. I read something briefly. I saved the article. I have to go back and read it again because I kind of just went over it fast because I was in the middle of something, but it caught my attention. I think they were trying to partner up for the Project Mars for 2022. So that will be a big news too, and obviously Tesla and Amazon stock will just go to the moon as well. So I'll have to look more into that. Uh, but I believe there is going to be more pullback on the stocks and give another opportunity to get into those buys. Whoever is looking to trade them. Okay. So I think I answered all the questions. So if you guys don't have any other questions, then we can go ahead and conclude this New York session. I do have some stuff to do on a computer, so I will be watching in case something good presents itself for to trade. But um, I think they are going to do something weird by end of the New York, so I just don't want to take looking setups and no reason to force trades. Okay. Any more questions? Okay. All right. Well, if you guys don't have more questions, then thanks for joining, participating. Um, oh, it is, Chris. Nice. Let's see. Let's take a look at that before we conclude. Where you at, NG? Yeah, that boy's headed down. Hold on, why am I on 15? Yeah, yeah. The major thing here would be for it to break 70.950, and then I'm pretty sure it's going to 7,500. So just watch it and trail that stop loss as it keeps dropping. And you are welcome. Glad to see you on a session, and thank you guys once again. and it's recorded, so I will upload it on YouTube too, so others who are not able to join can watch if they would like to. And we will have Sunday webinar with the Wade. Remember, we're doing our Sunday webinars for further education. And yeah, I will see you guys then.